Yeah, so my second pick, let's talk about the tight end room. There's only one guy in it. It's David Njoku. And we're leaving the guys behind. That's Jordan Akins, Jeff, is it Swami, and Blake
Blake Whiteheart.
Whiteheart. Yeah, and he's Blake Whiteheart I've seen on our practice squad team, but that doesn't help us for the regular season. The other thing is I just think we're going to get 4 tight ends again, like we did in 2020. It's another mid-tier guy that I'm going to pick, and it's Tyler Conklin. He's the tight end last 2 years starter for the Jets. He's 29. He's 6'3", about 250 pounds. And there's 2 words that can describe him. He's determined and he's adaptable. He was actually drafted when Stefanski was in Minnesota. And there's a couple seasons that he had with him. I think it was 2. But most noteworthy, I guess you can say, would be that he was really durable for the Jets. Played 16 games. He had 51 receptions and about 450 yards in 2023 season, 61 catches, which was a personal high for him, or the yards were at 621 yards. And he's going to be kind of that like safety valve for whatever quarterback comes in here. And he's got a great playing style. I mean, he's got reliable hands. I think he had 0 drops last year. Route running ability is good, but again, he's just going to find a soft spot in the zone and be open for the quarterback. Dependable in the passing game. He's got a background as a basketball player, which is neat. And we just had Akins through here as well. And we know that Antonio Gates had that background as well. And it seems something that NFL scouts are looking for. So does he exhibit those traits that I was so keen on? The toughness, the leadership, the versatility, the decision-making. Well, he's tough. He's gritty. He can play tight end. He can play fullback. He's got a fight for extra yards attitude. Like he's going to get in that soft zone and knock some guys over. He's durable. He's been in nearly every game the last 2 seasons. He avoided major injury, and he's super reliable. Blocking ability, he's a tight end. He contributes much like Njoku does. He's had some tough assignments against some guys in the AFC East, and he's come ahead. Leadership, he's a respected veteran in the locker room. Multiple years, obviously, in the league. That's just going to have leadership on its own merit. The work, he's got a great work ethic. He's built a reputation as a hard worker, team first guy, which we need in the locker room. And he makes an example in practices. Versatility. So balanced skill set. He can line up in those multiple roles that I said. Traditional tight end, of course, but he can flank out in the slot, H-back, which is kind of a fullback position. So he's a receiving threat that can hold his own as a blocker. Third down and red zone target. He usually gets about 4 or 5 touchdowns a year. So you can write that in right now. And he's a safety valve for the Jets, for any team that signs him, because he has that 8.8 yard average. So he's going to be there, knock a couple guys over, and you're going to get that much closer to getting a first down. Decision making, he's got smart route running ability, ball security, doesn't fumble a lot, doesn't drop a lot of balls, and he's got situational awareness, which is part of that decision making that we really want. So would he be a good fit? What do you think? Absolutely. He's tough. He's versatile. He's everything that the Browns want, and he's going to be a super good price. I think he's going to be a great asset to the locker room.
I know when you kind of started this off, you said, or excuse me, I got a little. You guys know I'm sick, so I'm fighting it off here. But you mentioned mid-tier tight end, but Tyler Conklin is like low-key pretty damn good tight end. I like Tyler Conklin a lot because, like you said, tough, gritty. The dude just makes plays. I mean, the thing with Tyler Conklin, he's not your flashy tight end. He doesn't have the speed. He's not kicking your butt down the seam or anything like that. He's not making acrobatic catches and doing all the David Njoku stuff. But he is so reliable. And, that is just something we need, again, for a rookie quarterback. I mean, having that safety valve, like you said, the guy with the versatility, I would love to get Tyler Conklin on the team.
He's a lot like Austin Hooper was for the Browns in 2020. Like Njoku was a guy running down the field, and Hooper was a guy just finding the seams, finding being the safety valve, so Baker could dump off to him. And, he's the 83rd spot in PFF. So he's the lower tier of the top 100. But, I mean, he brings good value, and he'd be an excellent signing.
Again, I mentioned this last week. Andrew Berry has only ever drafted one tight end, and it was Harrison Bryant in, the third or fourth round that year. I know that's a deep tight end class, but we're going to need veteran help at the tight end position, because if we do take a tight end, I'd be shocked if they take him high. I do, because I just don't think they put a lot of positional value at the tight end spot. And, maybe they do, maybe they prove me wrong, but just track record shows they're not going to go heavy at tight end or, high capital investment at tight end in the draft. So a guy like Conklin would be key to get no matter what we do.
Yeah, it's a great marriage. I mean, ultimately, he's a guy that spent his first 2 seasons with Stefanski. He knows what Stefanski wants. Plug him in right away, and he'd be a great match with the way that Njoku plays.